As always, it's wonderful to see you. You can guess, can't you? It's Christmas Eve. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much, all of you, for supporting the channel for the whole year. Now, I know at Christmas time it can be a little bit difficult for some people, and my thoughts are with you, but don't try and get stressed. Try and really relax and have a bit of fun, you know, and that's what it's all about. Christmas, you know, come Christmas Day, you don't want to be sitting there getting all agitated about the food and what have you. You'll notice today I've got no food as well, so it's just going to be answering one or two, here we go, of your questions. And so on and so on and so on. But I'm going to try and whiz through them because I don't want to make it too long. And yeah, the cameraman bought me a present for Christmas. As you can guess, you can see who I support. So that answers one question straight away. I hope that's not all he's bought me. Oh, there's a pen there as well with the Liverpool logo on it as well. So where are we going to start? It's Christmas, so we've got to start off on a Christmas theme. And this comes from Joseph O'Donnell. Joseph, hello. What does Christmas Day look like in Gary Eats' household? Well, it's a bit different. I'll tell you why, because obviously Christmas morning, I have to look after my mum and make sure she's all good. And my sister's taken her this Christmas, so thank you very much, Sharon. I really appreciate that. After that then, I'm going to drive up, meet my son, meet the family, and have a traditional Christmas. However, it leads into question two. And I'm going to combine both, and this from Anna-Marie. Will I be cooking Christmas dinner on Christmas Day or going out for a nice meal? I'm going out for a nice meal this year, but not to a restaurant. I'm going to some family, and they're going to do some cooking, and I'll dive in and I'll probably help them and give some advice. I won't be marking it because obviously it's family, and if I do that, then obviously no one will kind of talk to me all day. But again, if it's not perfect, it's not great, it doesn't matter, does it? It's Christmas, you're all there, you can have a bit of a laugh, you can have a bit of fun. I'll probably go down to the local pub and support the local pub, because you've got to do things like that, because if you don't use them, we're going to lose them. So support the local pub, have a couple of drinks, then obviously into the Christmas dinner, a couple of glasses of wine, then going to really enjoy cheese and hopefully some port there as well. And on the third question from Claire and Si, Christmas dinner, cranberry or bread sauce? It's got to be cranberry for me. You know, a bit of cranberry, a little bit of sweetness, and I love a little bit of cranberry with my Christmas dinner. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's my Christmas day, and then in the evening it'll be, and then a bit of soaps and all the rest of it. So yeah, that'll be my kind of Christmas day. On to the first question, not to do with Christmas. Devonport 11. What's the worst and best place you've eaten? Worst fast food. Taco hell. That's just bad fast food. You know, yeah, if you're going to go for fast food, I think there's a lot better out there. And yeah, unless they improve, you know, you never know. They might actually sort of improve. And restaurant-wise, I think it's Angus Steakhouse. I felt really ripped off there. It was such a rip-off, if you like, that I was almost laughing all the way through. It was, yeah, it's just a tourist trap, and I think that was because of all the reviews that are going online. So, yeah, they're kind of the two worst. The best, Theravadu in Leeds. That's absolutely fantastic. That is Southern Indian cuisine, and I've got to tell you, I've really enjoyed it, every aspect of it. And yeah, they're the kind of best and worst. But I've been really lucky, because if you take a look at the channel, I've had some great meals. I had some real fantastic ones, and they're the ones I really enjoy doing. I don't like going out and giving bad reviews, and because there's no fun in it. You know, apart from the fact the food's not good or something's not good about it, there's no fun in that, is there? So yeah, good question. The next one's from Fred 1974. Can you do a competition so you can come out for a meal with me? Do you really want to come out for a meal with me? Well, I'll tell you what, put it in the comment section there if you think I should run a competition. So if you think I should do that, just put a comment in there and say, yeah, Gary, run the competition. On this video, by the way, I'm not going to answer any comments because it's over Christmas and I just want to spend some time with the family. So yeah, if you think I should do that and run a competition, then yeah, just let me know. On to the next one. These are all about the cameraman. This is from Mike Tilley. What's the cameraman's name? He wants to remain anonymous at the moment. You know, it's simple. You know, he's got one of those faces that should be on radio. No, not really. No, not at all. He just wants to remain anonymous at the moment. He will come out and say hello. He said he said some amazing words on a video recently. The best, you know. So at least we got him to speak. But when he's ready, he'll come out. He will say hello. And again, the next one is from basically everybody. Will we ever get to see the cameraman? You certainly will. You know, he will come out, he will say hello one day, but no pressure on him. You know, whenever he's happy to do it, he will do it. Will you interface with the cameraman? Likewise again. You know, that's from Tito Sullivan. Again, his decision, his choice, and from everyone again, does the cameraman eat? You know, does he have something to eat and what have you? Now, just got to say, when we're actually filming, it's very difficult. You know, it's difficult for both of us to eat because obviously if he's ordered at the same time as me, his food's going to go cold. He's trying to video and all the rest of it. But as you know, he's my son. I will always look after him. You know, he's not shy in coming forward. So if you want something, he'll order it. He'll get it. No problem at all. So yeah, that's it. Just on other comments, because certain people have made certain comments in regards to myself and the cameraman's skills and what have you. We're both amateurs. You know that. You know that we haven't been trained or no professional training. We're picking it up as we go along. So yeah, we'll improve, and it's one of the ambitions for 2025 that we both improve and sort of on every aspect. So yeah, he will say hello one day. Slight change of location. I'm going to deal with that in a question a little bit later on. Okay, next one from Winston Mace. Which 4 guests would you and the cameraman like to have for dinner? That's a real good one. Which 4? Definitely, from my point of view, the legend that was Keith Floyd. God rest his soul. He was just, I think he was just so funny. He was a brilliant cook, and yeah, I love watching his program. So Keith, because he can do the cooking. Then it's got to be my superstar hero, King Kenny Dalglish. Oh, I think the man's absolutely amazing as a man, as a person, and as a footballer. Cameraman's choice, he's gone for Lewis Hamilton because he said that will get us there really quick, so that's quite clever. And we both decided on Greeno, because he can do the washing up. You have your uses, Greeno, you have your uses. So yeah, I like that question, really liked it. Moving on. Now, loads of you have asked this one, so can't narrow it down, so thank you to all of you. Have you been contacted to do MasterChef? No, they have not been in contact, and yeah, I don't think I'd be very good on that, to be really honest, because what you don't see is the number of mistakes I make and mispronunciations. I could see the director going, cut, and cut his head off because he's useless. So yeah, no, they haven't asked me, and no. Actually, I've got another question coming from Tel a bit later on, something quite similar to that. So, moving on. The next one from Gabrielle Hubby. Can you do a tasting menu? I can, but they tend to be really expensive. If anyone can give some suggestions on a real good tasting menu which isn't over the top expensive, yep, put it in the comment section. What's your all-time favourite meal? From Kathy Dando. Irish stew. A bit of great memories, if you like. So yeah, and it's simple food. I really like simple food as well, you know, good, honest, simple food. And Irish stew, if it's done right, takes forever to do, but oh gosh, you can have it for a couple of days afterwards, can't you? So yeah, do like that. So yeah. Have you been offered sponsorship on the channel? From Ian Morley. Yes, loads of times, Ian. Been offered loads and loads of times, but we want to try and keep it authentic. So from our end, we will have to take sponsorship when we're going to go on our travels, which I'll come to later on. So we will have to do that. But we haven't done it, you know, and we've had lots of offers, but just to keep it real and keep it, you know, so you're getting loads of adverts anyhow from YouTube, so you're not getting even more pushed out to you. Then yeah, we haven't done it. So yeah, but I am going to have to do it to go on travels, if you like. So yeah. What was the highlight of Scotland? From Rose Stevenson. Oh gosh, there was many. I absolutely adored my time in Scotland. The highlight was the people. They were absolutely fantastic. Meal-wise, the one that sticks out, you know, it sticks in the brain. Oh no, I'll come to that one. Anstruther. I love the town. The little town was beautiful, and both offerings of fish and chips were outrageous. You know, both absolutely fantastic. So that stuck out. But the one that really stuck out was Starbar. That brought me back super memories. I think the owners there should be up for awards, you know, as in the Matthews as well, the Matthews family in Grimsby, because these people are doing some fantastic stuff for the local community. And you've got to bear in mind, Christmas Day they'll be cooking for the locals and regulars, just so that, you know, they're looking after them. So that really stands out for me. That, wow. But I had a great time in Scotland, and I'll be going back next year. Again, I've got a little bit of criticism because I just went to Edinburgh and Glasgow and a little bit in between, and Anstruther, but we will be travelling a little bit more. And in fairness, there's a few more places I want to do in Edinburgh and Scotland as well. I'd love to go back to the Star Bar. So I had a great time in Scotland. Okay, move seats again, back in the room. It's just some chaps joined and they're a bit loud behind. Again, it is what it is. Now these three are very, very similar questions. How did I get started on food vlogs? Who's asked by The Wanderer. He's supported the channel for ages, and thank you very much for that, The Wanderer. Love your channel as well. The next one, what was the deciding moment in starting the channel? Was it a drunken moment on a dare, or did I just decide to give it a go? That's from Mama Singer 49. And what made you venture into the YouTube world? From Chris Ryant. Right, this is a little bit of a difficult one, really. I really enjoyed watching Keith Floyd on telly, Rick Stein. You know, I really liked them food programs, and for my poor son's sins, whenever he came downstairs on the weekend, he had to sit there and, I can't watch this again, Dad. Oh, don't put it on again. Don't put it on again. But I really enjoyed it and got him into enjoying it as well. So we used to watch them. So, yeah. And then he turned around and said, look, is there any chance of doing something on YouTube with me just so we can spend some time together? Because of personal circumstances, we hadn't spent much time together. So it was just a great opportunity just for us to, you know, just spend some time. What we never expected was this. I've got to tell you, never, ever expected this. And again, from both my son and myself, thank you all so much for just creating a truly awesome channel for us, you know, and we're both humbled by that. So, yeah, so no, it wasn't a drunken moment, although in fairness, I'll probably need a few beers every now and again just to get going and all the rest of it. And but yeah, it's just great spending time together. It genuinely is just so good spending time together. He's a bundle of fun sometimes, but yeah, most of all, it's just great for spending time together and doing something that we both really enjoy as well. So yeah, good questions, guys. Really good questions. This is from Jackie Lenton. You said on a video you would never review Wagamama. Is there a reason? I said that as a bit of a laugh. That was a really, really early video. I was at Blacklock and I came outside and I turned around and said, oh, there's Wagamama, don't worry, I'm never going to review that. I only said it as a joke, and I'll probably do it in the future. And if you think I should do it in the future, just let me know. But yeah, honestly, that was a joke. But yeah, it's quite strange how many people picked up on that and sort of said, really? I like Wagamama. So it was nothing personal, absolutely nothing personal. What country would you love to travel to and experience? From Chris Ryant. Chris, I would love to go to India. Really would love to go to India. As you can see on the channel, it's my favourite cuisine. I love trying all different spices and all different dishes, so I'd really like to do that, and hopefully I can do that one day on the channel. That would be an absolute dream come true. So yeah, will you visit one region of the US? No, Patricia, I'm not going to do one region of the US, but I am coming to the US. But you'll have to wait and see. Not just going to do one. Yeah, I've got some big plans for America, so I want to go where I haven't been before as well. So yeah, just to make it interesting for you and interesting for me as well. And I'll probably bring the cameraman along as well, so because he hasn't been to America. So, or maybe not. No, I'll have to bring him. Okay, this is from the good Dr. Frank. If you had to move to another country for 6 months based on cuisine, which country would you choose? I'm going to cheat a little bit here, Frank, because this is a real tough one. It wouldn't be India, because I think I'd get a little bit bored of keep having curries. I'm going to say Spain, and only because I've experienced that in the past. It's everything. It's the weather. I know it's not cuisine, but it's the weather. I love tapas, and I love, you know, the whole culture of how they integrate different cuisines from other countries as well. So, yeah, I'll probably say Spain on that one. So, yeah, that was a tough one. It took me a little bit of time to actually think that through, although saying that most of these questions took me a little bit of time. What is your least favourite cuisine, and will you try it on the channel? Well, no, I'm not going to try it on the channel. I'm not going to try it at all. It's not a cuisine, it's mushrooms. And I've got to deal with this because I get so many questions on this, what have you. I don't like mushrooms. Mushrooms, no, no, no. I've tried them every which way you've known, and I just don't like the taste, I don't like the texture, and I just don't like it. You know, I can't put a spin on it. I just can't have mushrooms. And I'll try anything. And I do mean I'll try and eat anything, but I just can't handle mushrooms. They just, no, I'm just not a fun guy. That's it. And I know it's not cuisine, but yeah. So that's from Be Pure. Sorry about that, Be Pure. So, are you starting to get recognised by pub restaurant owners? From Steve B. I was hoping that was going to be Stevie G, our mate Stephen Gerrard. Yes, I am. Yeah. And it's more so by the general public, to be honest. And it really does take some getting used to. Loads of people come up to me and say hello and all the rest of it, and I love that. You know, I genuinely love it. And again, hopefully you'll comment in the comment section and say, yeah, I saw Gary, and I'll give you as much time as I possibly have. There's only one occasion when I couldn't do it, and I was running for a train, and I struggled, and that was it. And then I missed the train. So then I went back, okay, but they'd gone. So my apologies to that person because I didn't really have time, but I missed the train anyhow. But yeah, if you see me, please come over, please say hello. I love saying hello, only because I really respect that you watching the channel and spending the time sort of looking at this. I mean, I'm not sure I'd do that, but so yeah, I really appreciate it. And yeah, with the restaurant owners as well, I have been recognised a couple of times, and that to me that has cool. And I'm going to come to that a bit later on, but that has. Yeah, it's not always easy because obviously from our point of view, it's an impartial channel. So from our end, when we're actually reviewing a restaurant, it's got to be completely impartial, because if the owner actually knows who we are and then you suddenly start getting this banquet and all the food's not genuine and what have you, then it's no good. We can't do the review. So yeah. Another one from Steve B. Do you have spells when you get fed up eating but feel pressurised to keep producing films? Not at all. And I'll tell you why, because that wouldn't be fair on the restaurant. That wouldn't be fair on the restaurant. If I was there and I was fed up and it was like, oh, I don't really fancy this and what have you, what can I say? You know, you couldn't do it. You couldn't. That wouldn't be right, because the food comes out, the food's really good, and I'm sort of in Gary mood and what have you. That wouldn't be right. So no. That's never, ever, ever occurred. Are we witnessing the end of high street dining due to high overheads? From Cole Jones. I think it's very difficult. I think it's very difficult for some of these high-end restaurants. Everything is going up. The cost of produce is going up. The heating bills, the electricity bills, the utility bills, they're all going through the roof. Obviously, high rents, more staffing, the staffing costs are going up. So I think it's difficult, but I just don't think it's difficult for the high-end restaurants. I think it's difficult across the whole spectrum. And if you take a look, even I struggle to find places to go which are reasonably priced, and what I'm noticing is prices in everywhere is going up and up and up and up, and yeah, it's not easy. I don't think it's easy for any restaurateur, or I don't think it's easy for any pub owner at all. I think it's very, very hard. It's a very tough environment out there, and I don't think it's going to get any better. That's the thing. I don't think it's going to get any better, and the cost of living is out of control, and everyone's feeling that pinch and everyone's feeling that effect, and they all have my sympathy. Completely have my sympathy. Loads of you have asked this one. What is the worst thing about YouTube? Now, I've put myself out there. You've got to bear in mind, I've gone on YouTube, so I've put myself out there. So a few of you are going to come back and say, well, you know, what do you expect? It was the online abuse. The online abuse was very, very bad. It was directed at both me and my son, and it wasn't good. I can't put a spin on it, and it got so bad that we actually decided that's it. You know, we're not going to carry on, because it was just very, very, very bad. You know, I keep saying it's bad. It was really upsetting, and it really upset me as well, because you don't expect it. I genuinely didn't expect it. However, we've kind of dealt with that now, but I've got to tell you, it was that close. I was like, I don't really want to do this. I genuinely don't think it's right that people do this. But had I done that, they would have won. At the end of the day, they would have won, and they would ha, we got him in the end, and all the rest of it. And I don't know what these guys do. Do they live in an attic there when the mum and dad don't know that they're 47 years of age and they're tapping away on a screen and throwing abuse? And it's not just at me. I've seen it going to other YouTubers. And why? You're not doing anything horrible or naughty. And I don't mind criticism. You criticise me. Oh gosh, my pronunciations and what have you. They are shockingly bad. And when you come back and give constructive criticism, I'm overjoyed. I think, that's really good, and I'll improve on that, and I'll improve, and hopefully I have improved. But the abuse is just naughty. But the community has helped out on that as well. The community has been so good. So when someone comes in, again, I'm not going to name names, but you know who you are. You come in, you support me, and you're like, whoa, back off. That's not right. You shouldn't be saying things like that. So, but online abuse is just naughty. It's just naughty, unwarranted, and upsetting. And if you turn around and think, oh, I'll just do that, they won't get upset. It does really make you like sit up and wow. Although I've got to say, I wouldn't say I've got used to it, because that would be a wrong word, but I don't get as upset as I used to get upset on it. So moving on, going back, it's not the worst, but one of the things that is really irritating is on the comment section. I love replying to the comments, so please let them keep coming in. But some of the comments there turn around and say, Gary, I disagree with you on this. Gary, I disagree with you on that. You're this, you're that. And they haven't actually watched the video. They've watched like 2-3 minutes of it, gained an opinion, switched it off and sent a comment in and saying, yeah, you're completely wrong. Had they watched the whole video, they would understand my point of view, and then I have to go back and reply to them and say, well, actually, if you look at this time, I said this. And it's like, oh, right, did you? Okay, I'm going to check that and I'll come back to you. So I'm doing another comment on top of a comment on top of a comment. I just watch the video and then come back and say, no, actually, I think you're completely out of order, Gary, and you're very naughty, and okay, and I'll accept that and I'll give my opinion back. But it's just a little bit frustrating when they only watch a couple of minutes of it. Yeah, it's just, is it the worst? It's just annoying. It's just a little bit annoying. Onwards. This is from JJ. Who are your favourite YouTubers? I like James Andrews. He's in America. UA as well. He's fantastic. He sent me an email. Thank you very much for that, UA. Over here, Greeno. I suppose it's got to be you, Greeno. You're not bad. You're okay. No, I love Greeno. Fantastic guy. Went up to Huddersfield, met Danny and his team. Smashing guy. Also, when I was up there, Dino. Met him as well. A few beers, didn't get me drunk, Dino, so I really, really appreciate that. Lee, the McMaster, he's given me a shout out a couple of times. Gareth has as well, on Bald Foodie guy. Yeah, the whole YouTube community I think is really good. Unfortunately, one or two has been a bit critical, towards me, and I'm a bit surprised by that. But hey ho, we're all welcome to our opinion. But yeah, I just think as a community, you should all stick together and try and help each other out. But I've got to tell you, some smashing YouTubers out there, and some nice, really good ones coming through. And I wish you all the very best. And I'm very lucky because obviously I don't do the editing, I don't do the camera work. So, I know how much work goes into it. So yeah, well done to everybody. This one's from Patricia. Do you and the cameraman finish all the food? Yes. Yes, it's only on a couple of occasions when the food has been that bad that I haven't been able to eat it. I won't waste food. It's plain and simple. If we can't eat everything that's there, then I'll box it up, take it home and have it again. I will not waste any of the food there. What are your travel plans for 2025 from Erin? Erin, gosh, this could take an hour. Off to America, going back to Ireland, going back to Scotland, going back to Wales, going to do some of the Channel Islands as well, and I'm going to actually deal with Mark. He said, will you review in the Isle of Man? I certainly will do that. I've got to go to Northern Ireland, and I want to go around Europe as well. So there's lots I want to do for next year, lots and lots. There's loads of plans, and they're already in place. So that's really, really cool, and I'm sorry that's a bit brief, but it's just to let you know, definitely doing Europe, the whole of the country, the Channel Islands, everything, and America. Oh yeah, I've already said that. Will you review the Isle of Man? So, what hobbies do you have? From Dazza Thomas. I haven't got many hobbies, Dazza. The one thing I'm obsessed about is football. I support Liverpool. We're top of the league. We're top of the league in Europe. We're top. Cameraman's not happy. But yeah, that's my hobby really, is to relax. I actually watch football, and it's not just Liverpool. I watch anything, you know, and it's sport in general. I really am mad about sport, every aspect of sport. So when I'm not doing comments and I'm not doing reviews and I get the opportunity, I watch sport. Really enjoy it. So yeah. Do you visit restaurants that don't make the channel? From Daniel Kelly? Yes. And I'm going to deal with a couple of points here. One of the issues they have is noise. It's a massive issue, and so we're sitting outside here. We're in a pub. They've got loads of customers in the bar. It's not right that I disturb them, but at the same point, you've seen me move here, you know. So I've had to move and then come back. It's the noise aspect. That's the hardest thing. So we've done quite a few reviews, and I don't think it's been right. The cameraman's done his editing and saying no, we can't do them because it's not showing that restaurant in a good light. It just makes it sound too noisy, and that's part and parcel of it. In the summer, it's a lot easier because you're outside and the weather's nice sometimes. But when you're inside, it's very difficult, and that's why you'll see that we do go to a lot of restaurants very early, just as they open. So yeah. That's that. Right, guys, I'm going to have to hurry up because I didn't realise so many questions. So, going to make these all short and quick. What's the most difficult thing about making food review videos? That's from Brother Ben. Noise. It's noise, every time. Are the rest of the family supportive of the success on the channel? That's from Michael O'Donnell. Yep, you saw a comment from my sister the other day. Loads of you replied back, so thank you very much. Yep, the family is super supportive. Losing my voice there, I'm trying to rush. If you were to do a second channel, what would it be about? That's from May Lloyd. You tell me. If I was going to do a second channel, what do you think I should do? Now, you tell me, you decide. Would you be a TV presenter? From Siobhan. I don't think anyone would have me, Siobhan. You know, the number of mistakes I make, you know, I'm not too sure about that. This from Butterfly, Maria. Hello, Maria. What's your favourite tipple? Guinness. And what do you do to relax? Drink lots of Guinness. Yeah, lots of Guinness. Bit of fun. Have you thought about putting your findings down in a book? That's from Jude Brown. You tell me, if I wrote a book, would you buy it? What would I talk about? Don't know. But if I wrote a book, what do you think? Do you have a background in the food industry? That's from Bobby. Bobby, yes, I do. I worked in the leisure industry, the leisure sector for 35 years. I've had my own pubs. I've opened gastro pubs. I've had destination food outlets. I've run budgets. So again, when I get criticised, do you know the overhead in regards to how the operation goes? Yes, I fully understand how to work out a profit and loss account, how to run budgets, all the rest of it, fixed costs, variable costs, GP margins, the whole works. So yeah, I've done it. I certainly really enjoyed it, and that's why I understand how difficult it is for all these restaurateurs and pub owners. You know, I've been at that cutting edge. I've also been every aspect of it. So I'm not a chef. I'm not a chef, but I have worked in the kitchen. I've served the food. I've served behind the bar. I've done every aspect, and I know how tough it is. And that's why I really respect everyone who serves me. You know, because again, when the service is good, it elevates the meal, and I think that's fantastic. So, you know, that's why I always try and recognise the chefs in the kitchen and the staffing and all the rest of it. So, yeah, right, whizzed through them ones, didn't I? On to the next. This one's from Colin Withy. Do you design a trip around as many establishments as you can, like you did on your trip to Scotland? You've got to balance it. You try and do maximum of 2, but again, our time is important together, so my son has to plan everything. I plan it with him, and we bring it together, and then we go off and yeah, we plan a trip away. So yeah, good question there. I'm going to try and combine 2 here. Ken Glenwright, do you get into trouble after leaving a low score? No, I haven't got into trouble yet. I'm sure that's bound to come 2025. That's bound to come without a shadow of a doubt. Ken, Zactivist, have you been contacted by a restaurant after doing a review? Yeah, loads of times, and you know, all of them being very appreciative. And Theravadu, they've actually put my name on their menu. Total madness. My name's on their menu, but yeah, so quite a few have come back and said thank you very much for doing the review, because it has brought a lot of trade to us, which I think is fantastic, especially for the independents. I think that is so good that, you know, trade's gone into independent restaurants, which I think that's great. This one's from Peter Cartwright. Do you feel awkward filming videos? Are staff aware? Only time I feel awkward is if I feel I'm actually disturbing other diners, and it doesn't matter where I am. If I'm disturbing other diners, that's not right, because they're in there and they don't hear me yapping away in the background. Our staff are aware the camera's tiny. It's smaller than an iPhone, so sometimes they, what do you do? What's that? You know, what are you doing? But that doesn't happen very often, because again, we try and be very discreet, and that leads to another sort of criticism that comes in. Oh, we need more close-ups, we need more of this, we need. It's not, you know, it's not easy to actually do without letting everyone know what we're doing, and that's why sometimes the close-ups are a little bit awkward, and again, taking shots in real busy establishments, that's not right either, because you're getting people's faces and they haven't asked to be in the video. So yeah, if you could only go to one restaurant for the rest of your life, where would it be? From John Seaton. Emotional one for me, John, it'd be my mum and dad's pub. I know it's not a restaurant, but they had a restaurant in the pub. Only because I could see my mum and dad working together again, which would be truly magical. I had some wonderful memories there, brilliant food, you know, all round. So yeah, if you go to one restaurant, it would be my mum and dad's. Okay, final section, and this has come from my mate, Tell the Power. So, 1, what would be your ultimate dream job? This one, Tell, working with my son, love it, absolutely love it. This is the dream. Given a choice, which YouTuber would you like to do a collaboration with? Greeno, and I actually wanted to pick up something here, because he seems to get a little bit of stick on his channel where he's copying me, and I get some stick on my channel because I copy him and all the rest of it. We don't copy each other at all. We're just two mates who really enjoy each other's company. You know, he supported my channel. I went to him and said, is there any chance of doing a video with you, Greeno? Please, can I do a video with you? Because I loved his channel and I liked his personality, and I really, really like it now. It'd be even better if he got his hand in his pocket every now and then and bought me a pint. Just always seems to be the other way around. Just joking, Greeno. So, yeah. What are the top 3 restaurants you have reviewed? Oh dear, Theravadu. There's no doubts about that. Really, really like that. The Dome in Edinburgh. The Dome. And do you know what my favourite restaurant is? And I didn't give it a top score, but it's my favourite restaurant. Rules in London. I absolutely adore it. If them walls could speak, royalty in there, politicians, actors, sports people, sports personalities, they've had it all in there. If them walls could tell you what actually really happened, I'd really love that. But yeah, as a restaurant itself, it's very classy, and I do like it. But yeah, they're my sort of top 3. Morning bird or night owl? I'm both. I don't mind getting up really early in the morning, and I don't mind staying out late at night, provided the circumstances are right, of course. But yeah, I don't mind either. I'm not bad in the morning. I'm not grumpy. I'm not grumpy. He's nodding, saying, yeah, you are. Where do you see the channel going, and what is the end goal? Just want to carry on doing what we're doing. From our end, let's just carry on doing what we're doing, enjoying it. So long as you guys are enjoying it, then everything works. If it gets a little bit stale, and I'm sure you'll tell me, Gary, that's boring, it's getting a bit stale, all the rest of it, you know, from our end, it's trying to make it enjoyable all round. So we're enjoying it. And I've got to tell you, that's one of the biggest things. If you don't enjoy doing it, don't do it. Do you know? And that works in life as well. If you're not enjoying your job, you know, try and find something that you are going to enjoy doing. But I really enjoy this at the moment. I enjoy spending my time with my son. Wow. Yeah. If offered, and this is the final one. These are all from Tell, by the way. God, Tell, you got a bit carried away, didn't you? If you're offered a mainstream TV weekly slot and still had time for YouTube, would you accept? I don't think I would at the moment, no. And I'll tell you why, because there wouldn't be enough time. With everything else that's going on, personal lives and what have you, that would make it impossible. Absolutely no chance. And I love doing what I'm doing here with my son, as I've said, I don't know how many times in this review, but again, yeah, love it. Absolutely love doing this. So I don't think there'll be an opportunity to do both. That would it would impact too much and what have you. Last but not least, and again, it's from Tell, and he's in the comments, and he's a top guy. He is an absolute top guy. How many comments do you get a month, and how long does it take you to reply to them? I get about 25,000 comments a month. 25,000 a month. It takes me about 30 hours a week to get through them all. Love it. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the relationship. It's a community, and again, I appreciate you watching and I appreciate you commenting. So the only right thing I do is move that back, is reply to you. So yeah, guys, if I missed any of your questions out, I do apologise. I think I've got through them all. There's only one thing to sort of say to you. I hope. Let's see if I can get this to work. Yes, I got it to work. Cameraman's now not happy. I wish you all an absolute wonderful Christmas. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Be nice to each other. Relax. Don't get stressed. If it's a tough time for you, as I said earlier on, my thoughts are with you. Until after Christmas. Oh, on this channel, on this one, by the way, I won't be replying to everybody. I can't reply to everybody because I just want to spend a bit of time with the family. So yeah, I will read every comment and I will sort of love heart everyone and give you a thumbs up and all the rest of it. So thank you very much. Have a great Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. This hat's got to go. It has got to go. I can't go running off with this. I look a right pilchard running down the street like this, wouldn't I? Have a great Christmas. Bye.